What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back to the channel and checking out this episode 6 of the Z build. Last week we did not do a video because it was my birthday and my girlfriend's birthday. Well, this week is our birthdays. We went ahead and did a trip the week before so that we could enjoy ourselves and everything. My birthday was actually yesterday, so 26, nothing special, but hey, now I'm glad God gave me another day on this earth. Do what I do and do what I love. So anyways, here we are with the car. That is panel bonder. I wanted to make this seamless, so I did put panel bonder on there. I haven't finished sanded it yet. It's just kind of there. I've gone over it a little bit with blocking, but I haven't really finished it. I did end up having a lot of problems right here. I'm gonna have to just throw some Bondo over it and just see what happens. I went ahead and welded up the antenna right here. I didn't do like a crazy good job because it's gonna get bondoed over. It's also recessed right here. If you didn't know that, it's like perfectly recessed. So I made a plate to fit the antenna hole, and then when I welded it in, I realized that it was rounded in right here, so I'm gonna have to put Bondo over it anyway, so I didn't really finish it out very well. Just because it's going to be covered up. So the quarter panel, what we're going to work on right now is we're going to mix some Bondo up and lay it over. We're not going to do any of this. This is all just going to be raw for right now. We may go back over it with a little bit of skim coat, but otherwise we're going to leave it alone. Just going to really hit the little things that I've had to go back, and if you can see that, all the little dents and dings from me hammering it, getting the high spots out. So we're gonna throw a little bit of Bondo on it. This part I'm not really super concerned about putting Bondo on, just because it's not gonna see any abuse. You know, I want it to look nice, so we'll put a little bit on it. Nothing crazy. It's not like the front fenders where it's gonna be taking abuse, so we're gonna make it look nice on this quarter panel, and then we'll start the other side. If you're not following me on Instagram, you know, what are you guys doing? It's that Bowtie Z32. I've put a lot of content on there that I don't normally put on YouTube, and to give you little tips and tricks here and there as I go. Sorry guys, over here looking like I've never done Bondo work before. I mixed it up, and then I definitely put way too much hardener in it. And I also had too much on my board, which made it clumsy. So went ahead and got this piece patched up a little bit. And the reason I'm doing this is because I purposely, if you didn't see my Instagram post, again, go follow me on Instagram, that Bowtie Z32. I purposely welded this in like a continuous weld to help warp the panel a little bit, so I could show you how to fix it. And I ended up doing a little more damage than I thought, and it warped pretty bad. So I've spent a lot of time off camera trying to get this area right here corrected. Ended up getting it really close. So this is not even, it's like a 16th thick. It's not thick at all. I mean, you can see the metal right here. I mean, it's not that thick at all. And when we block it out, it'll come out. But it just, I wanted to look really good. I wanted this to be a seamless transition into the body line, so that's why I'm spending the time on it. And back here, it was just bad. It's just, I don't know who did the repair the first time, but they really screwed the metal up in the backside, and I tried to hammer and dolly it and get it corrected and shrink it and try and get it to work right, and they dollied it so much that it was so thin that if I touch it in one spot, it like buckles part of the quarter panel. So I ended up going back through and basically just putting dents, little small dents with my with this guy, having a dolly behind it, and just basically putting golf ball dents in it, trying to get it just to have strength, and it was just a mess. So that's why there's so much back there, and also because, like I said, the antenna deleted it, so I wanted it to be nice and shaved and everything. So, you know, Bondo's not bad, don't get me wrong. I am nowhere near a perfect metal artist by any means. The fender, came out great, loved it, welded in everything. But I don't have a TIG welder that I can bring over to this area, and I can't bring my car over to where the TIG welder is. So I kind of have to work with what I got. So having a little bit of Bondo, and like I said, this is not a lot of Bondo. Trust me, I've seen some Bondo when I used to work at the body shop. I mean, I've seen quarter panels with an inch thick of Bondo from people doing crappy jobs. But this isn't anything. And you'd be surprised at how many cars out there have this amount of Bondo on them. But anyways, not the end of the world. Like I said, just trying to make it look pretty. And we'll get it sanded here in a second. I'm going to transfer over to the other side and start working on the panel bonder that I already had laid over there. Getting it smoothed out a little bit, and then we'll lay a coat of Bondo over there. Once we do that, then we'll come back to this side and block it. And hopefully get it in shape today. It'd be really nice. Throw a little skim coat over top of this to fill up all the pores that you see. And we should be good for today. It would be really nice to knock this fender out for sure, or this quarter panel out. We might be able to knock the other side out too, just comes down to cure time. It's really humid today, it did rain. Got it kind of roughed out. I did find a couple of places like back here, right here. It's high, so I have a special dolly. This guy, it's rounded, so I can get that body line to continue. I'm just gonna have to take it like this and tap it basically. So let me grab my big hammer. And let's work it a little bit. So right here we're high. Feel good, feel good. Right there we're a little high too. A little bit more. Better. And then we got this high spot right here. So basically we're going to come back and go over this area with Bondo. It feels really good. I ended up taking a little too much off of it. I really wanted to keep this line right here. So what I'm going to do is lay down my tape and follow this line like my body line. I had it. and we're going to work it from there. And actually, I'm going to take it all the way from down here. So that's the body line we're going to follow. Let's see if I can't fix this a little bit better. There we go. So basically we're going to come back and just put some bondo along here. And then I'm actually going to take this off because I need to put some down here in this area. And then here as well, just kind of, there's a little bit of a divot, like I said. Alright, let's try this again. This time, not mix so much bondo all at once. Of course I would get that chunk in there. There we go. Oh, what? Damn. Another dried chunk in there. You really want to make sure you get all the little air bubbles out and not get another freaking chunk in there. Oh my gosh. I don't know where these chunks are coming from. The lid's been on the bondo, so it's not like it's getting hard. There's another one right there. And it dried on me. I need a little bit more in this area. And obviously not all of this is going to stay. This is just a guide, basically, to get everything back to where it should be. Nice clean little line. So I'm gonna flip this guy over and throw just a hair more on there with a smaller. Alright guys, so here we are with the fender. Let me grab my chair. Alright guys, so here we are with the bondo now dried and cured, and you can kind of see the where I had placed it. So what we're going to do is first make our tape line for the body line where we want it in relation to the quarter panel itself. So what we're going to do is take that tape and run it down here again. So what we're going to do is follow the outside of this first. Like that. Spray a little guide coat on it. And we're going to take our 80 grit. We're going to follow the curve. And the reason I'm going in this angle is because whenever you're taking it off of a rounded object, you see the block, how it rolls. So when you're sanding, you want to keep the block in as much contact as possible.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
What's going on, guys? So wrapping up the day here at work. Just want to give you an update. I've been working on the car off and on during my breaks and stuff. So here we are with the guide coat on there. There were a bunch of little dings and dents in it. So I just went ahead and skimmed the whole quarter and we'll block it out. It's nothing crazy. I mean, it's like super thin. You can hear it. It's super thin, but we got it done. Jeez, it took a minute. The quarterback here, right here, it was in rough shape. The guy who, I'm sure I said it earlier, but the guy who did the repair the first time just absolutely boogered it. So whenever I went in to correct it the proper way, the metal was already so thin that I couldn't
properly correct it. So I ended up having to use some panel bonder and just patch it, basically knock it in and put panel bonder over top of it so it don't have it pop or come out again. And as for the driver's side, I think the driver's side came out better. So it's just a little bit of bondo, just knocking out the ripples that I had in this side that I couldn't get out. So it's all nice and smooth. And everything's very, very nice as far as the shape of it. So I'm really happy with this side. This side will just get a little skim coat and be done. I do have to fix, where is it? Right here. Right here. That's where I was going to put my seat in the car and dinged it. So put a little bit of skim coat right there and be done with it. But other than that, it's coming along really quickly. I was hoping to have it primed by this week, but today is actually my girlfriend's birthday, Friday, March 11th. And we're gonna go to dinner. I'm gonna go take her out and everything and go treat her. I can always work on this another day. So this episode's gonna be nice, short and sweet. Like I said, it's just a little bit of body work. I got a little bit of a low spot right here still, right in this area. So I'll have to play with that come Monday. So a nice, short and sweet episode for you guys today. And again, I appreciate you guys coming around and taking the time out of your day to watch a video that I put up. It means a lot to me. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.